We need to up our game and shit. We need to do comedy butt naked, right?
Saying his goodbyes. He blew his eye socket off and his eyeball fell out.
White women keep kidnapping us. Y'all seen The Blind Side?
Aren't you glad we have that disclaimer at the beginning of the episode?
It's gonna come in handy for this episode.
This episode of The Voice Party is brought to you by Second Gift Project. Help Rudy Ortiz collect 1,000 books to donate to schools around the Bay. Once you learn to read, you will forever be free.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Voice Party Podcast, the best podcast on its way out. It's been a lot of fun. No, but all seriousness, I'm here. My name is JD Aranya. In case you missed it in the last 247 episodes, we got Phil in the ones and twos. What's up, Phil?
What's happening, honkies?
I'm sitting here with my homie, my confidant, my carnal, Chris Posadas. What's up, Chris?
Nothing much, man. Just this episode is brought to you by Starbucks.
No!
You have to edit that out?
No, you're good.
He said no.
You know what I like? Something I want to share. I like watching YouTube videos. Right? Mm-hmm. I watch a lot of old interviews, and especially after the Cat Williams interview.
That was good.
That was really good, man. I saw that because I had already seen the video, but Chris Tucker's nickname, Michael Jackson had a nickname for Chris Tucker. Do you know what that was?
It was Christmas. Fuck you.
Christmas Posadas.
All right, so funny thing is one of the nurses at the places I delivered to he called me Christmas like a couple
Christmas.
times. Yeah, and then he saw the Cat Williams thing and he was like, I would never call
anybody that calls another man Christmas?
Exactly. I was like, and I seen it, he was like, you gotta watch it, but I would never call you Christmas ever again. I'm so sorry.
What's wrong with that? Christmas is a great holiday, man.
I mean, it is.
Very colorful.
Yeah, I'm mostly there for the food. I mean, fuck the gifts.
Yeah, but that's why I was like, you know what? I like it. Christmas.
That's hella funny. When did you put that in there?
Right after the Cat Williams episode.
Oh, really?
I was just like, this. I need to do this right now.
Yeah, you needed to do that.
I needed to do that. How you been, man?
Tired, bro. Tired. This fucking, jobs. The cool thing is, like, remember last time we talked about I was here that I was working super long hours, 12 to 17 hours. Now it's back to like my FedEx hours when I was doing like 30, 40 hours a week.
Nighttime or daytime?
Still night. It's like I'm still up at like 1, but I'm finishing, instead of finishing like at 1, in between 1 and 4, I'm finishing like in between like 9 and 12. So that's like way easier.
I don't know how you do it, man. Like,
they pay me, bro.
Well, yeah, that of course. But being up, here's the weird thing, because I'm more, my brain's better, like activity wise, from like 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. I feel like my brain's sharp.
You're firing.
Yeah. Anything from which when I wake up 5 a.m. to, like, I think I was designed to be homeless, you know?
Well, you dress like it. So.
Fuck you, man. No, but I feel like I whenever I'm at work, any job I've ever had, like, I'm not supposed to be here, dude. You know, like, you ever felt that?
Yes.
Okay.
Any office.
I think that's everybody, right?
Any office job, I always felt like I don't belong here. It's too restrictive for me to be like who I am and my personality and shit. Yeah. It's like you got to eat too much shit. So
I eat a lot of shit.
Damn, bro, it's difficult. Like I've had it explained to me nicely by one of my bosses when I was a project manager.
What do you mean?
She was like, "You are a social butterfly, but you need to do more work." I was like out there fucking kicking it bullshit with people, like, and she was cool. She used to fucking stand up for me and like kind of back me up.
Pause for a minute. Does the drapes fuck with the?
No, you're fine.
Do we need to close them?
No, you're fine.
Oh, no, he's like, I don't give a fuck. This is the last time I'm recording.
How does it feel to be one of the last? It's not okay. It's not going to be over,
it's
right?
Not over. It's the high eight.
Fucking butterfly over here flapping your wings in the. No,
I'm more like a moth, I guess.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Like, I feel sometimes, not just because of that, even in a job where I was supposed to be like social, you know?
Yeah.
I just feel like, you know what? I could be in my tent right now.
That's your thought?
That's so it's fucking.
Bro, we got to work on your positive thinking, dog.
Thinking. No, because I come alive at nighttime. Like, you
Yeah.
know, I feel like nighttime is when I'm like, ooh, let's clean my room. Let's go work out. Let's go, you know, let's do things. Like comedy happens at night.
That happens in the
I have way better sets later in the night than
during the day. And
when it's like still sunlight out.
Yeah.
It's like I'm a vampire. You're not supposed to be doing this right now.
I mean, like even when you do shows on they have the lights on in the venue, that's even weird.
It is weird.
It's like
it is weird.
We did that recently, and I was like, oh, that was a crowd, but the crowd was good. So
It was
didn't
weird.
matter. But I've done a lot of shows
Yeah.
where it's like you could see everybody, and
Yeah.
like it's just a different experience because then other people are looking at each other to see if it's okay to laugh too.
Right.
It was like when you can't, there's a little
When
bit
it's
of
dark,
anonymity. Yeah.
you hear the like,
Yes.
like people have crazy laughs.
Yes.
They really let it out
They
when
let
the
it out
lights
when
are
you
off.
Yep, when you can't.
And I love that. And I feel like that's how I am. You know, like I'm I'm a creature of the night.
Yeah.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I
do.
Yeah.
I do. It's like that's the thing is like I don't know. I'm different than a lot of people. I only need roughly about 4 hours of sleep for me to function.
We're gonna rewind this when
Optimally.
you get a stroke. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
No. I mean, that's the other thing is the circadian rhythms get thrown off doing the hours that I do. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm a higher risk for cancer and all.
Do you
this stuff.
smoke and anything?
Yeah, I'm stopping, bro. Like
Yeah.
I haven't done it in a while. Like maybe like a week and a half.
There's a lot that can
It
comes
fucks with
from
you, bro. Yeah.
What have you noticed that's has changed since you went full nighttime?
One of the things that I do enjoy, that I love every day, is when it's not raining, I get to see the sunrise. That's like the coolest thing. So I take pictures of that shit.
That's very
send to my
poetic.
girl in the morning. Like it's cool. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
When I was living in Hawaii, I would take pictures of clouds all the time. So now I get to be up with the day. And then by the time the sun's up, half of my day is already over. So it's like everybody's just getting their day started, and I'm just like, I'm almost done, bitches.
That's a
And I'm
cool
seeing
feeling.
y'all. It's so nice not to be in traffic, bro. Like that's one thing that I love is not being in traffic.
That's killing.
It's killer.
It's killing me.
It's killing
right
you.
now.
Well, yeah, because you got to go from
South City to East Bay.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
That's a long.
And you're still in the El Sobrante area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So doing that
Further now, actually. So.
further now, damn,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
I like driving though.
I like driving.
That's the
too,
weird-
not in traffic.
Yeah. So that's where like, if it's on my terms, one of my favorite drives to do, and I don't know, I usually don't. Well, whatever, is it's not from Oakland, San Pablo Avenue, all the way to Richmond.
Yeah,
I don't know why that drive. I love it.
you can see a lot of shit.
You see a lot of cool shit, a lot of memories for me.
Yeah.
A lot of, and it's nostalgic, and I
Yeah.
pass by all the favorite spots. Oh, like
And they're all closed.
they're all closed. Yeah. Yeah. The bowling alley, and then it starts to get dark from the Albany Bowl. It starts to get dark after that. But that's cool. But like when you're in traffic and it's stop and go, man, like, fuck, I was like, if I'm ever going to get a heart attack, it's going to happen in traffic.
Well, at least you'll hit less people. I mean, like, cause less damage.
Yeah.
Bro, being up at the hours that I'm up, dog, like, it is crazy to see some of the shit. Because some people aren't even awake and they're driving. Right? So I've almost been in about 11, 12 accidents in the last 6 months. Because of
the carelessness.
People aren't paying attention. It's like, yeah, you got the open road. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that our other cars aren't fucking on it.
Yeah.
So it's like I've had to blow my horn. Was it on Thursday? Because 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm on the way out to my first stop. There's one person. There's this, two vehicles in front of me, about maybe 200 feet. One in the slow lane starts careening over into the middle lane, and I fucking pull my horn, and he wakes up and goes like that. If I wasn't paying attention, they would have hit that shit, and I would hit both of them in a fucking 28-foot long fucking multiple ton truck. And it would have been ugly for everybody involved. And it's like, that's the thing I hate about driving. As long as I've driven, you see what people are doing in their cars and they're not paying attention, bro. That shit is so infuriating.
You ever see someone drinking?
Oh, yeah. When I was at FedEx, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
my helper. This motherfucker's next to me drinking and smoking.
That's the thing that sucks about, like, man, whenever I'm into a freeway and I'm going to work, all it takes is one dumb motherfucker to fuck it up.
Yeah.
And then
For everybody.
The whole traffic's backed up. And I saw some pretty horrible accidents, like, now that I'm driving to SF all the time again.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's always one dumb. I don't want to say dumb because it could be any, accidents, but I am like, I don't want to jinx it. All right, is this wood?
No, it's not.
It's not wood.
It's composite.
Composite. God damn it.
It's not the same.
I feel proud that I've never caused accident that backed up,
Traffic.
No, this is wood. This is wood.
You're supposed to knock on it.
I want to keep that streak alive, I want to
Yeah.
keep that streak alive, like not causing a fucking accident that ruins traffic for like 4 hours. I got literally one day it took 2 hours and 40 minutes because of a fucking accident on the bridge. 2 hours and 40 minutes, bro.
To get to South City?
To get to South City. You know how much Instagram I was on?
All of it. It's like, I've seen everything for the last 3 days. It's like, I need to follow new account.
We were stopped,
Yeah,
completely.
not moving.
No, yeah. I'm not on my phone fucking, and it was literally like stopped. I've been in that situation on Highway 5 coming up from LA where hella grapefruits. It was pomegranates
Oh, really?
turned over. And I think it was when I went to go to, it was a Universal Studios trip with my brother. We went to go to the Horror Nights. Mm-hmm. A big ass trailer carrying pomegranates flipped over, and we were stuck for like 3 hours. And people got out of their cars.
Yeah.
The car behind us gave us chips.
Oh, really? That's cool.
You ever been in those situations?
I have, dude. Actually, on Highway 5, an orange truck overturned.
What the fuck?
Orange, it's always the fruits. I don't know.
It stopped right where the Cowschwitz was at.
What did you say? Cowschwitz?
That's what they call it, Cowschwitz. You know what that is?
Yeah, dude, it's Harris Ranch.
Yeah.
I love that fucking place. I stopped there as many times as possible.
The smell.
The smell's terrible, but the food's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got barbecue there.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
usually order the porterhouse.
Oh,
Porterhouse, get best of both worlds.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's shitty though.
traffic fucks.
Traffic's terrible.
Traffic, man. Like, I get the whole cause of like a protest, but like, fuck, that would suck if we had to pee.
Oh man, one of our drivers got caught in that the other day, dude.
no.
4 hours. And it was like,
Because I'm going home after
Yeah.
that shit.
It's like, I'm not
going.
fuck work, dude.
Fuck work. Yeah. I'll turn around right now. Like, fuck out of my way.
calling out, dude, like, what do you
Yeah.
want me to do?
Yeah.
It's like, I've already missed more than half the day.
Yeah. And
Like
it's
this.
like, I'm not running over a fucking protester like those,
Why not?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, then work's over. Like, I'm going to turn around. But it just, like, I get pissed off when, like, man, like, dude, it takes 30 minutes to get from my job to my house. Mm-hmm. That's that part that I'm
And it's always in your head, right?
Yeah.
You know how long it takes, and then you just add all the time that it takes to get there.
You know
longer.
how long it really takes, and it fucks with you because you're like, yo, this shouldn't take this long. It shouldn't take this long to get from here to here, and it is. And
Yep.
the Bay needs to do something, bro.
They need another freeway, to be honest with you.
Something.
Like I don't know where the fuck you would put it, but
If
that's the only way you could alleviate any of the traffic.
This is how fucked up it is. My fat ass. I've been thinking like, dude, I could take a scooter to a little boat and then ride that boat to South City and then the scooter.
Yeah, you could.
You can't.
You
Where are you
can't.
going to park the boat? Like a little one. I just want.
You want a little boat?
Yeah.
You could take the ferry theoretically.
Fuck that shit.
You want to do that?
There's nowhere South City close enough though. So we need to figure this shit out, man. Like, or I could just work closer to home. But whatever.
Well, you could work closer to home, but isn't that what they wanted to do with COVID? Just get the population
Yeah.
down. Didn't work.
Didn't work. There's more people now.
Yeah.
What fucking happened?
They stayed home and started fucking.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you shut shit down. Give people no responsibility.
All right, let's talk about some good news now, guys.
Let's talk about some good news.
Any good news from you other than the food just got here?
Yeah, El Gordo. I just had that on
Is it
Tuesday.
good?
It's good. I ordered from there. I don't know.
Is it the same El Gordo? Because there's hella El Gordo.
There are hella El Gordos.
There's one in
but
Vegas. Is it not the one you went to? I'm assuming.
No, definitely not. No, but this one's on B Street, I think it is. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're cool.
They're cool?
Yeah, I've ordered from them a bunch of times.
Are you going to be eating your burrito while you're pushing the buttons there?
Probably not, because we got to divvy the food out.
He looks mad about it. Did we have your face? He's like, we gotta do the food now.
Well, because I don't, because I got to figure out which one's mine, which one's JD's. We got to.
I got the chicken, you got the beef. There's only 2 burritos. It's not that difficult. Do your thing, bro. Grab whatever you want.
Getting ahead, bro.
I won't be mad.
I don't want to be eating and then y'all not eating. You know what
You
I mean?
mind?
I
I don't care, bro.
You look at this guy, how he came. You think he cares about eating right away? Look, flex a little bit. Flex a little bit.
Why?
Just fucking do it. Make sure you got. Look at that.
Lost 50 pounds. Bro.
You did?
No, like 40.
Why?
Because of this job.
Oh, snaps.
I was like 190 when I started the job, and now I'm like roughly around 150.
And you just what? What's different?
Fucking not eating.
Really?
I'm fasting. You know, it's like, granted, I'm delivering to hospitals, so I can take shits in a lot of the hospitals because
That's important.
It like that was the thing I hate about FedEx. That one of the reasons why I didn't eat while I was at FedEx was because I was up in the Oakland Hills for the last few years. There were no bathrooms. So what am I supposed to do? It's like, I'm not going to go and shit in somebody's fucking front lawn, you know, or whatever. I'm just not going to eat until I get home.
What's the best place to go use the bathroom when you're like on the road a lot?
You mean just regularly driving or at work?
Yeah, at work.
At work?
Yeah.
I like going to this new surgery center that just opened up because they're new.
No. But like a specific place, because like I'll be honest, for me, working like a alarm guy for all these years, the best place, and this is like I guess a little secret, the best place you're gonna be able to go in and out, poop, whatever, pee. I know I say still poop.
I go potty.
Grocery store bathrooms. The nicer the grocery store, the better the bathroom.
Yeah, so don't go to grocery
Safeway.
outlet.
I go to a Safeway. I go to a grocery outlet bathroom.
Yeah.
But I know them, so it's like whatever, man. You
Yeah.
know, you go to some family's member's house that's dirty. Fuck it, you know. I know who shitted here. That's basically what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, honestly, I pick and choose where I go to the bathroom at. I try not to eat at a certain hour because then I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But like this job has fucked up my shit schedule. I used to shit 7 a.m. every morning. Now I don't know when it's gonna show up.
Every morning?
Every morning, roughly
Jesus
around
Christ.
7, I would take a big ass dump. And then when I started this job, my body's like, I don't know when it's gonna show up. We gonna surprise each other.
Do you guys mind if I touch the tacos to separate them? Do you mind?
Are you gonna touch my tacos?
Yeah. I have clean hands.
Did you wash?
I did.
Did you wash your? I don't see a fucking sink in.
There's a sink over there.
Oh, okay.
You should care?
I don't care.
Come on, dude.
Extra flavor just in case you.
Don't
were
make me
picking
feel bad. Here's your food.
Thanks.
I'm making this weird.
You are.
So you look. Your eyes are red.
My eyes are red. That's because I'm tired.
Oh, that's okay. All right.
I didn't sleep good.
Anybody want salsa? Sorry, this is.
See,
we're
see,
making
wait.
this weird in front of everybody, but you know what? We gotta eat. Did you eat yet?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
What are you doing? Are you hiding the chips?
All right. For any of you guys to know, we always eat our lunch around this time.
Yeah.
As a fat person, I'm speaking for a lot of us here.
I'm a skinny person, fat.
When you're hungry,
I'm a fat person trapped in a skinny person.
When you're hungry, you gotta eat. You
Bro.
gotta eat.
Well, we went eating, bro.
You ever called the DoorDash guy?
Yeah.
I called the DoorDash guy once. I was like, Amandi, where the fuck you at, dude?
Okay, so look, I tracked this one person. They fucking said they delivered my order and then they went home and took my food.
Oh,
I
no.
fucking tracked them all the way to their house over off of 98.
Oh, you told me the story.
Over off of 98.
Why did they
and
do
I
that?
fucking went to I went to their house and flattened their tires.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Oh, cause all right, I've done that before.
What, flatten people's tires?
No. I've taken the food home because they didn't answer the door.
Yeah, they didn't even come to my block, bro. Like they just
You didn't put the wrong address?
No. No.
You sure?
I was watching the fucking app the whole time. I'm a fat ass, bro. I will watch that shit. I do this on purpose. I used to have at my old place that I just moved out of. I had a camera and I would watch because I leave snacks and weed out for my drivers. Right? So if you come to the right house, you get a good surprise. But if you don't come to the right house, you get nothing. And they would drop it off at my neighbor's house on the side of me and then behind me. And I would just be like, bro, like you're not getting a tip now. And you just missed out on some Sun Chips, some Doritos.
Those are good snacks.
I would leave Sun Chips, Doritos, Reese's, chocolate, like whatever. And then like sometimes I'll leave a little eighth of weed. And if you take it with you, a lot of people leave that shit though. But yeah, man, I would leave a lot of snacks and I would tip them cash.
You know what?
yeah.
That's the best.
So it's like
It's
that's
better than the
easiest.
app.
Yeah, like lately I haven't been leaving cash out, but like I would at least tip them some type of money plus whatever I left them as snacks. So that's just me because I used to deliver, so I know what it's like to do that shit.
But now that you're in a new hood, you're not doing that.
Well, no, I still do.
Yeah.
I come out to greet them now though.
You know how you know someone's not what's that word? When they snip the dick.
Oh, uncut,
Well, the actual word though.
circumcised.
How you know someone's not circumcised when they eat the burrito by unwrapping it from the top and eating as they go? When they're circumcised, they just open the whole burrito and eat it without the foil paper. I've discovered that. That's my own little research. Next time you see,
So what's
are
Phil?
you circumcised, Phil?
I'm answering now.
Is he circumcised? Damn it, my fucking theory just fell apart right there. No, but yeah, look, he took off all the foil paper from the top. My man is uncircumcised. You see what I mean?
Well, yours is just a mess. I imagine that it's a representative of your penis, a mess. Well,
I'm standing on this theory, goddammit, all right?
Get a stand on it.
Quick question. I mean, I know we're like goofing off and shit,
Yeah.
but like, how, since we talked about it, how's your family back in Hawaii from the fire?
They're doing a little bit better. Like my uncle was out here visiting in what was it, October, and I'm gonna be going out in September for my birthday.
Visiting for like to buy a house?
Oh no, no. He was visiting. Oh, and he was here in January. He came with my cousin. They just wanted to come out. They needed a break because there's a lot of stuff that's not happening.
They're
Like
the ones that lost their whole house, right?
yeah. Both him and my cousin, his son, they both lost their places. But they're doing cool. I haven't the last couple of weeks, I haven't really talked to them. I haven't really talked to anybody. I haven't posted to social media or anything just because I've been so tired when doing shit with the move. But my mom and dad just flew out there. Shut the fuck up.
Those hiccups.
Yeah, is that what it was?
I gotta stop eating this because
You get it's the salsa. Sometimes I notice that with certain salsas, I will get hiccups. I don't know what the fuck it is, but yeah, that's why I've been sticking with the green. My body don't process the food the same way it used to when I was younger. It didn't used to give a shit, but now it does. But
so they lost their entire property.
yeah, they lost their entire property. In the beginning, the insurance was really helpful, but nobody's been getting any payouts. A lot of the land developers are sneaking in there and they're offering people like pennies on the dollar for a lot of their property because they're just sitting there waiting. And it's supposed to be a moratorium extended for them living in a lot of the hotels and short-term rentals of the Airbnbs. But unfortunately, because of
So they're getting cashed out like way less than the property.
way less than the property's worth, and that was one of the fears that I had in the beginning when all this took place, because it was possibly a land grab, in lieu of.
Not to sound conspiratorial or whatever.
I mean,
but yeah, it is what it
it's
is.
shaping up to be that way because what Ukraine has gotten, hundreds of billions of dollars, plus fucking adding in Israel getting billions of dollars also.
Two side pieces.
And all that Hawaii got, all that Lahaina really got, and the people in Maui was the one-time $700 per family at the beginning.
I thought it was per person.
From FEMA. No, it was per family.
Per family.
Per family.
So your uncle and your cousin all share that.
They all split
700.
that. Dude, that's like 1 week of groceries for 4 people.
Especially out there.
Yeah, it's expensive as fuck. So it's like, why do we even fucking pay taxes? Like, taxes just went through. Why do we fucking pay taxes? They don't fix none of the fucking roads out here. They don't take care of shit. It's like, so why the hell are we funding all these goddamn wars over there? It's like, we just all stop paying taxes, and nobody gives a fuck about what I'm saying, but because we're still doing it. I still did it. But it's just like, theoretically, like, all these people in power, man, they don't give a shit. They're just maintaining their shit.
$700.
$700, man, and they still can't send nothing. Like, all it would cost, they did the math, and it would cost roughly about $5 billion to rebuild Lahaina the way it was before. So,
And they're spending
hundreds of billions overseas. I was like, there is no infrastructure here. Like, all the jobs that manufacturing jobs that we used to have, machining and shit like that, we don't have here anymore. So it's like, yeah, in 2005, my sociology professor predicted that 2024 would be the year that China's economy overtakes the US's. 2032 would be followed by India overtaking the US's. He's kind of close right now because China does own most of the manufacturing that we do overseas.
We depend on them.
We can't operate without them because these companies aren't willing to pay workers American wages. So be very interesting to watch the rest of this B phase take place. I'm not really sure what it's going to mean for us, but like we see the food prices going up. I went shopping yesterday, bro, over at fucking Target, and I got a bag of M&Ms, some peanut butter M&Ms, some trail mix, some fucking chips, some Tombstone pizza, and some corn dogs, and some other shit, like 2 other things, and it cost me $123.
Whoa,
bro! I had 2 bags, not even fully full, and like 2 things of water and like 1 thing of fucking soda. I was like, that was $123. I was like, but I feel like selling drugs again. Like, I was like, no, I don't need to report this shit. Like, this is bullshit, man. Like, what are we doing?
It is.
Why are we letting this
gas prices are going up?
Yep.
I just went to see that movie, Civil War.
Oh, how was that?
Great. There's a scene.
Yeah.
Not like without giving a spoiler. Fuck it, spoiler, whatever.
Like, it's fine.
Yeah. There's a scene where they stop at a gas station, and the gas station's got like a bunch of hillbillies with machine guns. They're like guarding it, you know? And there's a scene where Kirsten Dunst's character asks, we need like at least half a full tank of gas. And it's like, I'll give you 300. And they're like, 300? That will only get you a sandwich. You can either have cheese or ham. And it's like, it's 300 Canadian. They're like, oh, okay, yeah. Canadian's way more valuable. It's just like, because right now with gas prices as high as they are, man, it's hard. Like, that's what we talked about. This is going to be over kind of soon.
Yeah.
It's been fun, but it costs to do this, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's. And it'd be different if we were fucking making Joe Rogan, which I'm not expecting to make like hella, but at least break even.
Yeah.
And it's just, things are getting expensive. Luckily we've been blessed with like people helping us with lending us a space. Like today, Rudy Ortiz, shout out to Rudy Ortiz.
Rudy.
Rich City Rides, which has been helpful and Big Boy Raps over the years. But if we had to rent out a place, it would have killed the wallets a lot.
Yeah.
And it's hard when you want to do your creative things and you want to have fun creating, but it's also, you know,
what's cost effective.
And then there's this new thing. There's this new thing I heard about it. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if you've heard about it, Phil. That if you're using public spaces to create content that's your personal content, there's going to be like a fine for that now too.
What?
Did you hear about that?
No more of them stupid prank videos.
Yeah, it's something to do with like influencers, how like they use public spaces to make revenue.
Yeah.
You know, and that like, I don't know if it's true or not. I got to lose it, but I wouldn't be.
Let's do the research.
Well, I'm not surprised by anything now. They're trying to figure out a way. Like my old.
They're trying to tax everything, bro. Like they even had a thing where they were telling criminals to fucking report their fucking drug money. And they're just like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Well,
like what?
It's funny, dude. When I'm
not reporting that.
This is
I don't even report my tip.
My world history class. I forget his name, Mr. Chilcott, I think. He was Mr. Chilcott. He was the coolest teacher we ever had. He got in trouble once because some kid said, "You're gay," and they're like, "That's not what your mom said last night," to the student. And he got suspended. So he was always a funny guy. But I remember like we came in 9/11 and he was like devastated, and he kind of like predicted how he thinks the world's gonna go because of that, you know. And I still think about it like whenever stuff that he said back then. You know, it's like eventually in 15, 20 years, the most expensive thing in this world is going to be water. And we're like, what? What? How? But, you know, one of the things he like, it kind of like killed my, I don't know how to explain it, like my innocence as a kid was, you were talking about how they're starting to charge for more things, you know, as time goes. And he's noticing that trend. And then one kid said, one day they're going to charge us to breathe. And then then he's like, they already do with the smog checks. I mean, you know,
Well, shit, you remember a movie Spaceballs, right?
I never saw it.
You never saw it?
You
Phil, you seen Spaceballs, right?
Yeah, of course.
Remember the cans of fresh air?
Oh, yeah.
Crack them open, smell them. Yeah, dude, like that's always been a thing, and like I've been saying this for years. Is when it comes to resources, you see how crazy people went over toilet paper.
Word.
I was like, just imagine when they find out the water's fucking no good.
Running out.
It was like, oh, this shit is short. Yeah, bro, people are gonna be killing each other for that shit.
And they were. They kill each other over shoes.
Yeah, but I mean, like but I'm saying though, it's like you need water more than you need toilet paper.
Yeah.
People are gonna be way
You
more.
need water more than
about
you
that
need
shit.
gasoline. Like,
Yeah.
realistically.
So like, just wait. Go get your guns now. Because you're gonna fucking need them, man. People are gonna come in there and do some weird shit. And like, I'm living in San Jose, and I remember when I was living there about 8 years ago, they have like not great water system.
No.
Like,
Same with Sacramento.
yeah, it's like there's a residue, a white residue that ends up sitting around that shit.
That's called flavoring, baby.
Yeah, I guess. Man. It's like, oh, let's put a little chlorine in this bitch.
So for all you guys listening, this is an ASMR video now.
But
Getting my circumcised burrito.
yeah, put that shit in your mouth, girl.
Yeah, well, look at Flint.
Oh yeah, Flint, they still ain't
They
fixing
still
their
ain't
shit.
fixing that shit.
You know, there's like, what are we supposed to do? Who do we go to when all these motherfuckers are crooked to try to fix this? You know, it's like, honestly, should we just reinstate the guillotine for poor political practices? Like, I don't know.
You see that movie, Napoleon Dynamite? No, Napoleon.
I haven't seen, dude. I haven't seen there's so many movies that have been out. I have not seen. I have not had the time to go out.
I've been sitting through a lot of this shit now.
Have you?
Trying to just watch movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because I like how movies represent like the shit that's happening.
well,
A lot of them do.
yeah. And if it's in a movie, it's been happening for 10 years already, most of the time.
But even like with doing comedy, it's like, you know, I was telling him I'm grateful whenever somebody comes out to a show because it's like it's so expensive, and I guess it is the cheapest form of entertainment to go do right now to go see.
Well, they still pay. You know, they paid a feature back in the '80s, $100. You know, what they pay him now $100. It's the only thing inflation has not fucking touched, except for the beer and food prices. You know.
Inflation hasn't hit the prices.
Yeah, not for the comics. Not for the pay for the comics.
It's fucked up. It's so like hard. You know, whenever someone said, "Are you going to this open mic in Livermore?" I'm like,
No. I stopped going to open mics, bro.
How do you
I just
make
climb up
money?
at shows now.
yeah, like I can't afford to go hit mics like that. I'm gonna make a mic. I have a mic in Richmond now.
See?
Yeah.
If I can't ride my fucking scooter to this bitch, I'm not going.
It's getting to that point where like it's too expensive to go. You know, like I don't know. I like I'm gonna start killing pigeons, bro. I'm gonna start hunting. These turkeys are starting to look delicious around my neighborhood.
They're endangered.
You know what? They're in danger. Come November, motherfucker.
You gonna stock up. You need a whole separate freezer for them
Yeah, dude.
year round.
It's getting to that point where like, you know, we got to do Uber Eats to maintain the voice party, or yeah. I mean,
Are you for real?
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Want help?
You need help?
Huh?
Yeah.
You want help to keep this shit alive?
Yeah. We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah, it was off air.
We'll talk about it off air. What's something you've noticed that's changed, like because of this? The expenses have gone up. I hate like.
Well, I was gonna say back in the day, I used to like when I was in high school. Couldn't
yeah.
wait till I got my fucking driver's license because you can go anywhere, anytime, like fucking all that. Like I'm an adult, I can go wherever I want. Can't nobody stop me.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, outside. Fuck that. Outside's like $200 a day. I hate going places now. I just want to stay inside where it's free.
Yeah.
Well, you guys saw that new bill they're gonna be passing, right?
What?
Where they're charging you to drive on the freeway like they're not doing.
Well,
it
because I saw like they replaced the
mile.
carpool lane with like that fast track lane.
Yeah.
And then like the transit authority is trying to pass a bill where they roll that out to every lane.
I think
they're
that's-
going to charge you to use the freeway that your taxes already paid to build.
Well, they've already started it in New York.
Yeah.
It's like I forget what street. It's one of the numbered streets. It's
Going back to the highway instead of the
if you go
freeway.
above this street, you were getting charged this amount.
Well,
to
if I'm
drive
not
this
mistaken,
far.
that was a thing back in the days. That's why they named it the freeway eventually. But now it's taking the free part out of it again.
It's the way.
Yeah, it's just the way.
The way.
It's the way. And I mean, yeah, that's what taxes are supposed to be covering. But
I mean, but they're mismanaging all
Super.
the funds.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, of course. there ain't money
Well, I
for
mean,
that.
think about it. They got rid of all the toll takers. Toll's still going up.
yeah,
Yeah. And they're not fixing shit that has to do with any of the things that they claimed would. They're like, where's the fucking lottery money go? Like, where's this shit go? I mean, they take like almost 60% of that if you win on a lump sum. So, I don't know.
have you ever met anyone that won the lottery?
Nope.
I'm suspicious.
So you know what's
We're
the
gonna
trip?
get into conspiracy now.
So
I'm suspicious.
Here's the trip. I was going to talk to you guys about this. So I grew up poor. I got a buddy who grew up poor. Apparently, he was way poorer than me because I was hanging out with him the other day and we were talking about some shit back in the day, right? This man was like, "Well, see, you were one of them rich poor kids. You actually had like toys that were in commercials. I had toys from Mexico, so we didn't have Mattel. We had Marcos." You know, and he was talking about how he didn't have a computer or the internet until like 2008. So he missed like the golden age of the internet when there was like,
You have other Mexican friends?
I have quite a few.
Oh, yeah.
But so he missed
know
like
about this?
he missed like the golden age of the internet when it was like the Wild Wild West and you could do whatever you wanted. So like I've been like educating him on like all the viral videos he missed. So like I was like, here's all
He missed Rotten.com.
I was like, here's he missed Newgrounds. I was like, here's all your base art belong to us, and then here's the Star Wars kid. Here's the evolution of dance. You know,
Oh wow. Yeah, I remember
I
that.
was sending him all this shit, and it like.
Back when we were happy.
And like, well, I was gonna say, tracking down all those videos,
Yeah.
it made me miss the old internet.
Yeah.
Like pre 2010, when nothing was monetized, when there was no algorithms,
People just put videos to put them out.
and like people were way more positive. Like that negativity and that toxic animosity that's everywhere now didn't exist back then.
Yeah, the what was it called? Like there's way too much of that cynicism in the internet right now with like even the young people. But it's for a reason though.
What
Like
do they have to look forward to?
that's the problem.
Well, I think what it was is back then, like this was like there's like a new uncharted frontier, and like we appreciated this amazing opportunity, and now people are kind of jaded to it. I don't know if it's the internet that made people this way. I think it's social media that screwed people up.
I think it's also I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you guys, there's like a more hopelessness as time goes by and things get expensive and you know thank you. Things get expensive. People are not as connected with their family members as they used to be. Like I don't know. I may be wrong, but it's just.
Well, I'll say this: like,
Sorry, let me just say, back in the days with the whole internet thing, you used to sit around watching that shit with your family thinking, wow, that's crazy, right? Now you're on your own.
That was way too much porn.
Right, yeah.
Watching
Well,
it with your
not like
family.
that, you know? But now you're on your own just watching the world fall apart.
Well, no, it's not even so much that you share these videos with a lot of people, but you don't interact with everybody. Like
That's
me and
insane.
you, like
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
It's a
Or
different,
other
you and me
friends.
watching a video like this
together
as opposed to,
we're just sending shit to each
right,
other.
yeah.
I have because I haven't been on social media in probably like legitimately like about 2 weeks. I have
Really?
hundreds of fucking messages, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I looked at one thread and I was like, I'm not looking at all this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's-
but it's
what I
different.
was gonna say is the other thing was back then we didn't have smartphones, so you physically had to like go on a computer.
Yes.
It was
and,
an event.
and look up like Newgrounds and Rotten and Faces of
Yep,
Death
yep.
and the infancy of YouTube.
Uglypeople.com.
And like the infancy of YouTube when there were star ratings instead of the thumbs up, thumbs down, right? Whereas now, like everyone's on their goddamn phones all the fucking time. It's so hard to engage with people. It's so hard to get people to disconnect because you're connected 24/7. Like back then, you had to go onto the computer to connect and then
It
get
was
off
an
of the
event.
computer to disconnect, and you're always connected 24/7 now.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too is you look at like the kids experiences and how they interact with the world around them is bullying stopped for us when we went home. Now that's a 24-hour cycle. So if the meme catches fire at school, they're fucked, and you get kids killing themselves over shit. You know, you get an ass whooping in the fucking, you know, in the bathroom, and that video's everywhere. It's like not with us, because you had to come in with one of these fucking cameras, and you had to have money to have one of them. And
also, it's a big difference when someone's saying, "Hey, you fucking, you know, long-haired fucking weirdo," as opposed to just remembering that that it happened. As opposed to seeing that, and you can look back, you can look back at the message and shit.
Well, here's the trip.
And it does something to you.
So I was curating all these old viral videos that my buddy missed out on, right? And you guys remember the Star Wars kid, right? Who was twirling the fucking broomstick, and then people photoshopped the lightsaber on there and put him in the episode 1 trailer and everything. Like, while I was looking that up, I found out what happened to that kid. And apparently, like, he sued the kids who like put it online, and he won. And then he used that money to go to law school, and he's a lawyer now making bank.
Wow. Golf clap. Golf clap for Star Wars kid.
That's crazy. I did that once too with all these old, you know, some of them got ruined by that shit, by like the little memes they made out of them.
Well, it's like people were like the Rebecca Black chick who did Friday.
Yeah.
People were like, it was like the most disliked video on YouTube, and she got all this hate, and it's like she was like 12 years old when she recorded that. Like, the fuck were you doing at 12 years old?
That's bro. Yeah.
You know what's funny? I still have not seen that video.
I've seen it, but I don't remember it now.
Because everybody was on that shit, I just decided not to watch it.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Two Girls One Cup.
She got like
which was fake. I didn't know it was fake.
Here's the thing: she got like attacked and bullied over that video for years, and she still like pursued a music career, and she like continues to make music, and it's actually not bad music. She's made pretty good music now.
Really?
Yeah, like she overcame all that backlash.
Kind of.
She overcame all that backlash and actually made a career for herself out of it. But still, imagine like at 12 years old, the entire world is bashing you and attacking you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
as opposed to just your friends and family.
Yeah, imagine, okay, so check this out. We're starting comedy. We put out a video, and then fucking 2 million people go thumbs down on our shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm just starting. Leave me alone.
And that's the thing that, like, I posted, my friend posted it. It's still available. My first set ever, stand up. Like my actual set.
Ooh, we gotta watch that.
I can send it to you.
Can we do a reaction video?
And it's people tell me, yeah, this is good. Your first time, you know? But then, like, I'm glad I never posted the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Because then that would have probably been, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's weird. I do like seeing, like, I have started listening to new artists that are young, and it kind of does, like, I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff coming out, which I think our generation, since we've experienced so much change, but I think everyone has really. But
well, yeah,
we went from playing. I used to play making dirt castles. I remember one time I ate dirt. You know, I used to fucking have fun outside, bro, you know?
That's why your immune system's so good.
Yeah. To now, whatever I am, you know, like whatever we saw a big change in the world.
We did, man.
We saw 9/11, how much that changed our environment, and the coronavirus thing, and all these fucking videos of decapitations, a guy getting his head smashed by Ukrainians, all this shit. Like, I mean, it's different too, like experiencing it and just seeing it, but there's like definitely a sense of hopelessness amongst a lot of people.
Well, that's because we're inundated with so much shit. I was part of one of the first classes, 1989, to get a computer in the school, like in the library. Yeah. I remember that change. I remember that happening. Before then, if you didn't have change in your pocket, nobody could get a hold of you. You know, you were just out with your friends and you're out all day. Somebody would come to your house and look for you. You're not there. They weren't in that friend group. You know, it was like you had to wait.
Now you really have to.
Now you can be tracked. Something. You know what I mean? You can be tracked all day, and then you're posting your location so people know where the fuck you're at.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, yeah, we have seen so much change. We saw Y2K. We saw 9/11. We saw, you know, like the steroid era for baseball and all this other shit. You know, like we saw, you know, Bill Clinton There's always all this weird shit that is like, it's
Katrina.
It's time.
Saw the craziness of Katrina.
The
Iraq War.
Yeah, Iraq. Yep. You got all this stuff that's gone on during our lifetime. And then you want to introduce AI. And then you want to introduce all these other things that we have movies for. They say this is going to be a bad idea, but
and then
let's do it anyways.
You see,
give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of really positive things out there, like with the internet. Like for dating, you meet people that you wouldn't have met otherwise with all these apps. However,
we would have never met because of social media. Because
comedy,
I started comedy because of social media.
And see, there you go.
Yeah.
Right? That's a positive thing.
And maybe I would have been better off without it, but here I am.
Well, shit, man. If you were doing, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you weren't doing comedy, I wouldn't have met you. You're one of the coolest people I've met since I started. So,
for sure.
Like,
I'm just kidding. I'm over here like
easily.
No, yeah, right on.
Easily. It's not even
same. I never thought we would be friends after that first interaction.
Still, that is a paramount exchange. I wish that I remembered everything.
I'm still bitter about it.
That's just
hey, do you want to do my show? Nah, motherfucker.
That's because
look at you now.
Yeah, look at I love it here, man.
I know, yeah. And I was just trying to make friends, anyways. But I'm glad. I'm glad.
You want to be my friend? No.
No. I'm glad that happened in person and not on a text. Nah.
But see, this is how I am, though, right? And this is a lot of people aren't like this anymore. Whatever I say behind your back, I will say to your fucking.
Oh yeah, no, and I like that. I like that whole.
People aren't like that.
I like that whole nah, as opposed to yeah, and then just never answer.
doing that shit.
Yeah, I like that. That's all day. No, for sure.
To be fair though, Corday did bring up a good point. He was like, I think you were moving to Hawaii at that time. I was like, and I was actually looking to move to Hawaii, so there's no way I was going to be able to do it because we were supposed to be leaving.
I think that was one of your last shows.
She had just got it was.
You don't need to give me excuses.
But it was funny.
I've already moved on.
But it worked. It worked out perfectly that we didn't stay together because had I had moved, we would have moved to Lahaina. And we'd probably still be out there. Whoa. And we might have lost every.
You might have.
You know what I mean? And I wouldn't have been doing comedy. You know, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. And so it kind of works out the way that it did.
I want to share a story.
To work out the way that it is. You know, so.
I want to share a story about something I shared with you, like in private, that you said I should maybe do some of that on stage, which I never will do on stage, but it was like the biggest lesson I ever got. In life, not even joking around. Like I told you, I had when I was down pretty bad, where I lost my job.
Yeah.
I came back from hiding whatever, you know, and I had like a really dark moment, like a week where it was pretty dark, where I was hopelessness. And I never had hopelessness like that before, where I'm broke, jobless, no future, like I got nothing. I did have family, but I just
no prospects. There was no light at the end of the tunnel. Right?
Yeah, in my very closed off mind, I had nothing. You know, like in my whatever, and well, I thought I had nothing at the time. You know, I wasn't like thinking about my family, and I had a talk with a friend who was like, "Nah, man, you just got to get out there, apply yourself. You find something, blah, blah, blah." Like kind of like talk me up. And then that was like a Friday night. And then Monday morning, he committed suicide. That same fucking dude that told me all this positive shit, all this, you know, he killed himself. And I'm not going to lie. I kind of, you know, I got really down where I'm not saying I would have done it, but it was just like, fuck. So the lesson that he taught me was, man, because I went to his house hours after his body was picked up, and I sat in his bed, and I remember hearing all the cries from the living room of his family, and just seeing the whole funeral process. And I remember thinking, I would never want to do that to my family. I'm actually pretty blessed. I have a good family. I have, you know, I feel like I can get things that I want to make happen. I wanted to have a podcast, and I got that. I wanted to do stand-up, and I'm getting that. I've been lucky. I've had good friends, obviously, and like it really like that was like a lesson this motherfucker taught me through his unfortunate actions, you know?
Yeah. I mean, well, you asked if there was anything new before we started. So there was very similar to your story. There was a video. I think I even sent you on Instagram.
I don't look at DMs. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
You do.
No.
You better be looking. But it was a guy. It was one guy at a soccer game who looked absolutely miserable, and then like his buddy would come to every game, and they'd sit next to each other. And the positive guy was always like he's like, how you doing? And always talking to him and stuff. And the guy just sitting there like this through every game until the last frame where the guy who's always miserable shows up to an empty seat and puts the jersey over that seat. And it's like suicide doesn't look like what you think it is.
Yeah,
right. So I sent that to one of my friends that I went to high school with, and we started talking, and he was like, can I call you? I was like, yeah. So in that phone conversation, we came up with the idea to start a men's mental health group for LLC. So for the last month and a half, 2 months, we've been working on that. We're giving ourselves like a year to put it together. But I think that's like, one of the things is like, we kind of go through that silently a lot of the time. We feel like assholes because we feel bad about our situation, right? And there's nowhere to really go. So then, like being comics, we mask everything.
Yeah.
We
make a joke about it.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's on stage. It's funny. But then you see what everybody...
And it does help a little bit. But
it does. But it's not lasting.
Working it.
Right.
Working at it.
So that's one of the things that I think has been positive about me starting comedy was getting to see where everybody's at and just like mentally, like things that I've struggled with. Like comedy's kept me alive. Yeah. Like there's been times where it's like, yeah, dude, like it's like, fuck it, I don't want to fucking live today. Yeah. But comedy, I was like, oh, I got a show, I got to shower. It was like I had a shower for like 3 days, and it was like, oh, I got a show, I'll go be a human for a little bit, and then I go out there and I was like, damn, like this is keeping me going.
I would say comedy and just learning like gratitude, like, all these things were mentioned. It is getting hopelessness out here. It is getting out of control. You see more homeless people than ever. Yeah. You see more drug use than ever amongst your friends. You see people like, literally, I'm going back to selling drugs. Like, for real. Like, I'm going back to selling drugs. Fuck it. You know?
Should not announce that. The IRS is listening.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear about it, though.
Yeah.
Overall. Like, and
I know.
I get it. Things are fucking expensive. But, like, to this day, fuck it. We just ate a big-ass fucking meal. Like, there's always things.
Still hungry.
I know. But there's always things that happen every day that's like, you know what? We're better off than we maybe could be than others.
It's all perspective.
Yeah.
Right?
And this comedy has helped put extra money in my pocket. The podcast has brought a lot of good things to me. So I try not to like let these things defeat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it easily can.
It's easy.
It's easy to let all this shit,
It's easier to go down the hill than up it. You don't need any effort to fall.
I could
it's
just
like
roll down the hill.
Yeah, you could.
And I have.
Oompa loompa.
You fucking asshole. I am. I'm grateful for you coming out and spending time with me.
Hey, let's have the moment. Don't laugh it out. Just tell me, bro. Just look me in the eyes. Fuck, we're not worried about the cameras.
All right. Ready?
Let's be gay.
All right, ready? Go
do it.
You're a good friend. You're always there when I need you. And so I can't. You're a good friend. You're a very good listener, and you're a very I've had you around when I've been nervous about stuff, and you helped me through it. And you didn't even realize it. Specifically, one of the shows where I couldn't get you on, but you came to hang out. Mm-hmm. And if it wasn't for you, I don't think we would have gotten cool with that guy.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And he was cool.
Just an example.
He's cool as fuck.
Cool as fuck. Yeah. So thank you for always being that.
Yeah.
I'm saying it like we're gonna not see each other anymore.
I know. Hey, you never know, man. Like that's I was. There's this one.
I'm trying to be more like saying I love you to my people. Yeah,
I love you too.
Yeah.
But like this is Inky Johnson said one of the most underrated blessings that we experience in life is getting home safely, leaving the house and getting back. Yeah, is like we don't know what's gonna happen. No. So the fact that you take the time to say it, that's it's underrated
for sure.
So I appreciate you saying that, and I think I'm trying to be more intentional about that shit too. We can get wrapped up in our emotions and a lot of other shit, but getting wrapped up in this emotion and being real in the shit, because when you don't get the opportunity to say it to somebody who's sitting in front of you.
Yeah, and that's the worst. Yeah. So I want to make sure I say all the things, and I think I have. That's what the podcast is.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you embracing me with your love, my friend.
Anytime, man. I think this is gonna wrap up the episode. Thank you for coming out. We're gonna stick around more. I've got another guest that's calling me right now that we got to go and open the door for. Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to?
Nah, man, just be nice to each other.
Phil, don't fucking look at me with a little smirk. Say something positive.
Election season is coming up. Vote carefully. Vote for anyone who's awake and well rested.
Jesus fucking Christ, Phil. That's been the Voice Party, and we're out.
Bye.